Buhari secretly appoints Bokashua, Odilli'S daughter, 20 others he previously rejected. Hello, my amazing family. It is a full-time job believing in yourself. No days off. Please don't forget to give us a like or thumbs up if this is the first time. Thank you. I call this movie Game of Thrones. Buhari and his kingsmen are really messing with Nigerians. None is ever qualified than Northerners in all posts, even in the NYSC postings. It's disgraceful, honestly. You dare not present a posting letter to certain offices. You will outrightly be rejected as names are compiled for those offices to NYSC before you are accepted. Things has really gone bad. I just want only one question to be answered. I want to know how many times you have written about the children of serving or retired army generals, their sons admitted into NDA. I've not heard about the ones that came at the end of endurance training and be used to replace the ones they failed. It's a pity. That is how the politicians and the rich roll in this country, while the poor masses fight on their behalf on social media. Just imagine, zoology is the study of how did someone whose WAEC attestation is questionable know who qualifies to be a judge? The worst insult here must be in the coven, where age and or qualification do not determine position or best all authority. And secretly appointing Odilli'S daughter is a ploy to buy off the Odilli'S conscience ahead of 2023 election. Watch it. Mr. Buhari is making sure his kingsman is everywhere in judiciary, even without being qualified. Buhari is evil, corrupt leader. This man Buhari should be behind bars very soon. He is coming down. Let me see who will give another Fulani man Nigerian to rule again. Nonsense. President Muhammadu Buhari has controversially approved a list of 22 judges to federal court positions barely a year after he rejected the same individuals as unqualified for the top judicial roles, People's Gazette can report. A ceremony that was left unannounced and kept as top secret until last night will be held for the inauguration of the 22 judges in Abuja today. People familiar with the matter said, adding that the National Judicial Council is responsible for misleading the president into believing that changes had been made to the list that was rejected last year. A spokesman for the president did not immediately return a request seeking comments. The NJC, a unit of the Supreme Court in charge of appointment, promotion, and administration of judicial officers, met on November 16th and finalized the list of 22 judges to be admitted into the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory. The process was concluded amidst a veil of secrecy and nepotism. Please don't forget to give us a like or thumbs up if this is the first time. Thank you. The new judges were either offspring, relatives, or cronies of former or serving senior judicial officers. The list seen by the Gazette shows even though today is slated for the judge's inauguration, the NJC has declined to make the name of the new judges public. Njideka Nwosu Iheme, daughter of Supreme Court Justice Mary Odili and an in-law to former Court of Appeal Justice Shoma Nwosu Ehime, was amongst those whose ties of the powerful cabal of the country's judicial gave them the upper hands in the battle for the highly courted positions. She was rejected last year by Mr. Buhari following petition from judicial reform advocates. Fatima Abubakar Aliyu, daughter of former Court of Appeal President Zainab Bukashuwa, whom the Gazette learnt has never held any position before in the judiciary, was also appointed a judge of the FCT High Court. The 35-year-old worked briefly under Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, a special assistant. Even then, she was working from home, saying her husband did not want her to do strenuous hours, according to her former colleagues in the presidency. Both judges could not be reached for comments. Also being sworn today are Mohammed Mustafa Adamu, Madugo Mohammed Alaji, Kayode Agunloye, Eneshe Elehojo, Nwambubu Ngozika Shineze, Sadia Mahazu Mayana, Mimi and Katsina Aliu Apena, Aminu Muhammad, Abdullahi and Chinyere Elewe, etc. The appointment came a year after Mr. Buhari dropped the judges on the account of nepotism perception. The NJC had on April 26, 2020, listed the 22 people as part of 33 new judges recommended for the FCT High Court. When the president dropped the list, the NJC failed to find new candidates, our sources said, but instead compiled the same list and sent back to the president this year for approval. At least 17 of the new judges are either children or relatives of former or serving senior judges, according to findings released last year by the Open Bar Initiative, a judicial reform think tank based in Abuja. In September 2020, a federal judge warned the president against seeking parliamentary approval for appointments into the FCT High Court. A source familiar with the NJC meeting of November 16th said Justice Odilli'S lobbied members of the council to clear all the previously rejected judges without providing any updates as to why they now made appointments after being rejected last September by Mr. Buhari. Odilli'S went around telling everybody to do the needful and clear everybody, a judiciary source said. Everybody nodded true. Mrs. Odilli'S is the second most senior justice of the Supreme Court and often takes decisions in lieu of Chief Justice Tanko Mohammed. At the meeting, the Gazette learned that NBA chief Olumide Akpata complained that the lawyers' body was not carried along in the process and warned that there may be consequences, our sources said. Olumide reminded them that they will create controversy, but they overruled him and passed the list swiftly, an officer said. The move could violate NJC's rules for such appointments, the Gazette learned. Rule 3 of the regulation said the NBA must be carried along in appointing judges, and the process must also be published ahead. NJC, however, failed to satisfy these requirements, amongst others. Please don't forget to give us a like or a thumbs up if this is the first time. Thank you. A spokesman for NJC, Soji Oye, said the appointments were made in line with NJC rules and full awareness of the president. Mr. Oye said the 22 individuals were amongst the 33 vetted for the positions last year, but out of which only 11 were confirmed. The other ones because of the security reports against them. They sent them to Judicial Service Committee and they asked them questions, and when they were able to satisfy, they sent to the SSS, and when they were satisfied with it, they went to the presidency and the presidency approved. Mr. Oye said. Mr. Oye confirmed that only the 22 rejected judges were not confirmed, dismissing NBA's concern and emphasizing that there were no unlawful appointments. It is the same list. That is why we did not publish anything again. There is no secret on unlawful appointment, he said. With Mrs. Wonsu Eyeme's appointment, Justice Odilli'S now has 2 children as High Court judges. Mr. Oye also then played nepotism charges over the appointments. He said the only approved list that was sent to us. But is there anything wrong with it? If they are children of judges, they are human beings. Should they just serve for donkey years without progressing? I will end by saying the rich gets richer and the poor gets poorer. Please don't forget to give us a like and please hit on the notification button for more authentic news. I'm your number one news blog. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.